Homily on Harry Potter. Premise. Padre Royales preaches a homily from his pulpit in a hologram-like place that stores time and experiences. He warns about reviving black and white magic. The Padre preaches in his cathedral of clouds to his congregation of friends and to J.K. Rowling about the schooling of wizards and the raising of one marked by the lightning flash. Padre Royales says, "What have we done to our children? Introducing the name that can't be spoken, the forehead scar on your chosen one, a gray castle under a werewolf moon and gray clouds, classrooms for sorcery potions and banished creatures, teachings by phantoms, the mysterious absence of kind parents, contempt for the weak and ridiculous who are nothing more than muggles to you. Do you understand the upending you began, emptying out omens to a public hungry for images and magic formulae? The cultivation of powers, cult superiority, revenge, blood purities and impurities, the manipulation of elements for a machine world where nothing is serious or sacred." At first, the Potter series was entertaining. A Fantasia saga for alternative tales playing to a child's natural need to be noticed for being different. Showing a legion of the elect guided by those in the know, it seemed harmlessly sympathetic. Don't we all dream of flight and escaping through walls? Quickly, the series transfigured far beyond human nature and natural law. It revealed supernatural adepts among students with knowledge of demon portals. Voldemort, serpents, wraiths, witches, and warlocks peddled to publicity circuits in an eternal Halloween. Did you know what you'd shake loose from the forbidden books and their symbols? The aesthetics of the dark summoned the will in an elite entitled war between energized enemies, dressed in black and gray, endlessly resurrected by the right abracadabras. And I'm sorry for the occult pan success, the triumph of pre-elect wizards over grief and the mundane miracle of being awake. Rowling was brave to protect her own children, giving them a good life, but who speaks now for a deserted child? To those crammed wards during an infection time? Who finds the moment to mourn when you rush to find a dank castle in a dark forest? Who carries the passion for a mere day and a swallow's wind-swept flight? I'm sorry for the phantoms stuck in paintings and mirrors, and for the inability to carol to the poor. Who watches over the lonely in the evening gloom of the castle when the spells of wand lights fail? And I honor the muggles in their ignorance and absurdity. In the story I tell, Christ grew to heal the sick and live with slaves. The media mad chaos honors the spectacle contract with its promise of huge sales and high profiles. What deals were cut for cult success? What demons conjured to fill theaters? And why the Potter story, and not a confrontation with powerful moguls and very wealthy few who live underground in billionaire bunkers and up in the polluted air and circling private jets? In the series finale, Voldemort burns down to atoms. The heroic Harry bears no outward or inward wounds, having made no lasting sacrifice. In the denouement, 19 years later, we see the families who appear pale and somehow unhappy about their children traveling back through walls. What rebuilt the Hogwarts ruins? Who asked for their children to return? What commands were whispered in their ears? Who are the teachers? What are the wounds? I preach my ode to say, watch out. Cult authors and leaders will take your money, steal the interpretations of your doom. I preach my ode to the vigilant who help the languishing aliens in government pens, the so-called invaders whose one hope is for a just, habitable world. Who can't see their face in a baptismal fountain? Who'll drink the waters recoiling into a snake's snarl? Fill the cold, darkened halls of a spectral castle school with winnowing prisms that reflect the sun. Light comes to light. Spring and autumn turn away from perpetual fall and winter. And in the season of warmth and love, feel light, again light. And so Padre Royales finishes his sermon.